Rebellion. Um, we have some tasty treats today on part A. Side A, part A. 20. Part 19. Anyways, and we have a unusual treat. We have a beverage today. And I liked the cheese spread so much last time that we are trying the mango habanero. So why don't we introduce what we've got going on here. First up, to complement our mango habanero, we have Doritos Minis in Cool Ranch flavor. Because honestly, I think Cool Ranch is so much better than the cheese. So the Minis. And as I mentioned, we got some mango habanero spread, cheesy spread. So I'll have some fun with those two. And then I got a drink that seemed kind of interesting, and I thought I'd give it a go. It's called Day Trip. It's a CBD infused sparkling watermelon flavor. So why not? And yeah. So why don't we open this sucker up real fast. First up. Smells like watermelon. Not quite a Jolly Rancher smell. It's not bad. Sparkling water has that distinct sparkling water flavor and flavored nicely with the watermelon. The bubbly will be sure to give me the nice belching. And then we have here in the, I don't know if it's trademarked or patented, but the Pringles like container. Is Pringles the first people to do the container like this? Well, either way, once you pull the lid, fun just never ends. Or something like that. Take a look. Nice little mini Doritos. And then, of course, we have this cheese spread. Remember when I told you last time that one of the reasons why I didn't get this cheese spread the first time was because of the massive amount of cheese spread there was? Well, this is a hell of a lot more than the other container. I don't know if I'm going to eat it, but I'll probably eat it because the cheese, well, if it's as good as the other one, I'll probably eat it all. But look at that sucker. That's a lot of cheese spread. Alright. So I'm going to delicately place. Let's see if we can get a view here. I'm going to place the Doritos in a beautiful spiral-like fashion. Do ta-da! Ooh. Alright, so this is mango habanero. Ooh, check that out. Double chip. definitely got a little bit of a spicier kick to it. I don't know yet. It's kind of sweet flavored, but I don't know if that's the cheese or the mango. It's got a really interesting flavor to it. It's kind of like hints of spiciness. These little tiny things are just kind of like spicy. Like the corn tortilla chips. These are corn tortillas, right? I mean, corn chips. They're tortilla made of corn. And so many other things. My favorite Doritos flavor, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like a purple bag. I think it was like sweet chili. Or there's another one, I think Verde, Salsa Verde. That's actually a pretty good one. But of the two original flavors, the Cool Ranch and the cheese, and Cool Ranch all the way. Oh man. Oh man. Cheese spread's good. I never really ate cheese spread before, but it's good. It was like I don't know how to describe it. It's like melt in your mouth. You know, it's not like, not like a chunk of cheese or anything like that. You know what it kind of tastes like? Like melted cheese on like a hamburger or a panini, where it's just like melted and soft and gooey. That's what cheese spread tastes like. It tastes like just melted, gooey, soft cheese. Nice addition to the mango habanero, the watermelon. Let's see. Not bad. I like it. Pretty good. Could I survive off of cheese spread if I had to? Scooping it up. Got a haircut, by the way. Notice my beautiful shaved head. Hope you all like that. This hot weather out here, I had to cool down some of that long hair. almost like nacho cheese. But this isn't nacho cheese, it's cheese spread. Yeah. You know, I've been doing this mukbang thing for a couple of years now. I've been doing the gaming thing a lot longer. You know, I really like eating food. It's satisfying. It's like I always win. Can't lose. The video game experience definitely has changed over the years. I don't know whether it's younger generations or just different breeds of salty gaming. But playing video games, at least the multiplayer experience, isn't quite as satisfying as it once used to be. And while I'll always be a gamer, I can't always promise that I'll, create content for it per se. The single player experience, like Assassin's Creed, that's different. That's a different animal. But the multiplayer experience, you got a whole world of people who want to play games now. And there's so many different ways for people to manipulate games, to hack games, to cheat people out of stuff. Because, for some people, the gaming experience is like about winning, Some people are fine just like unlocking things, rewards and stuff like that, not necessarily care about the win-loss. There's a segment of the gaming population that does care about those win-loss stuff. And there's so much drama and dramedy that goes on in what creates winning and losing in video games that it's kind of ridiculous. I could stream myself being a rage gamer. It's not really what I want. I'm not interested, I think Tyler won, the League streamer. I think he went through a lot of bullshit, probably that is similar to what I've described. And he built his brand. He built his own brand off of that kind of stuff, But I don't think people realize what it takes to be that kind of gamer. It's not easy. And you putting in the hours is like, that's only one aspect of it. You'd think the gaming community would understand people's dispositions in relation to these things, instead of trying to make it seem like, rage gaming or try hard gaming is like a problem. They got so many studies now where they try to make like arguments for addictive gaming or addictive personalities or behavioral, disorders and all kinds of who knows what it is. And sometimes I really truly believe that these studies are actually manufactured to represent a belief in how a disorder can occur or a condition can occur, not because the person has a problem, but because the results are manipulated a certain way, and some people just don't want to give up, ending on a certain way, or they don't want to be a worse gamer. And it's like they create these gaming scenarios to either manipulate people's brains, make people feel a certain way, and then it's like, and the gamers have the problem. It's not the game companies. You know why? It's gonna be like, well, why don't you create your own game? Good point. What is the deal? Why are some people so obsessed with winning in certain games, or having games, act a certain way, and they don't even create their own games? I guess not everybody is supposed to be a game developer, though. So the other side of that argument is, aren't there some people who are just supposed to play games, and they not have to worry about the development part? And on top of that, don't you change as a gamer when you become a developer? Isn't being a game developer like a different experience than being a game player? A player in the game. And I'm not trying to trash on game developers, but you got to put time into creating the games. And then how many people go around, who are the people that are meant to play the game long enough to understand where it feels right, where it feels wrong? And then it's like, are they selectively choosing who's good for that sort of like part of the game, And as somebody who's been playing games competitively for a long, long time, I know I'm in the conversations of things. It would be ridiculous to think I wasn't. But where's my focus going to be, I got this food style that developed from games that doesn't necessarily need the gaming industry, but it's a good way to segue things at times. And I still have my love for gaming. This is why I want to get back to doing the normal Assassin's Creed games. Because I think doing the normal Assassin's Creed games really opens up my playbook instead of condensing it to a try-hard rage gaming type scenario. Because in all honesty, there's some people who don't even have to be good in video games at all to have a win-loss percentage. You could be supported by a bunch of people or a bunch of bot accounts. Sometimes it seems like humans are the bots. All these satellite signals and Bluetooth and 5G, 4G, 6G, 10G. You know how you can see neon, infrared, there's vision that you can only see in certain kind of scopes and stuff. If we had the right camera to point it down in our environment, could you imagine all the different beams and signals and rays and all the things that are just constantly cell phones alone? Imagine that every single time a cell phone, the signals being sent. It's like a giant laser. It's a battle of signals being sent. It's almost like it's turned human beings into the robots. And some people just don't care, and other people are beep boop beep bop, and then other people are just taking over and controlled, mind control, man. A real Skynet Matrix type scenario, man. And what are people like me supposed to do? What are we supposed to, like, literally start a rebellion? What are we supposed to go out? Are we supposed to go out there and, like, hunt down the signals? You know those, like, what are those shows? The ghost hunting shows? What a phony ass fake experience. You're not hunting ghosts. You're hunting the signals from the skies and the satellites, and it's it's the most ridiculous thing. Oh yeah, ghosts, the little orbs. I guarantee you that the military and the private research and development world has intentionally created these things to mess with motherfuckers who go out there thinking that the world is full of ghosts and they got all their little ghost equipment. You don't think if they were real ghosts that the military would investigate this, or like some kind of like super wealthy like research and development. You know what I mean? Like all these TV shows with these basic ass people with their $10,000 worth of equipment. You don't think there's billionaires and millionaires out there who'd want to know that answer? They know. It's the satellites in the sky. Speaking of in the sky, high in the proclivity of sky. Never gone, always around. It's a story that's going to be here for life. That's one of my brands I plan on continuing to maintain and curate no matter what season of growth is going on. But anyways, what are we supposed to do? Cause violence? No. How do you stop it? Start your own satellite company and cell phone industry? Oops, too late. I mean, I guess it's possible for some people. But let's be honest. These things are expensive. What I personally would like to see is at least the evidence that helps protect people from the potentially abusive side effects of it. Because I think I'm a victim. I think there are people who try to do good things with their lives and they can become victims of some of these technologies. You know, I think that's how the whole faggoty asshole thing got started. By being a victim to technology's signals and raise war. You know? And it's just, life goes on no matter what you do. Time, you know, they haven't figured out how to stop time. They might be able to slow down time. They might be able to, you know, manipulate certain aspects of time, but time still goes on, man. And I'm still, you know, I want to be doing things. Fun things. Fun. I want to have fun. If I even have an audience, I want them to have fun. I don't want this to be some stupid war of dumbass technology. Yeah, I ate this whole thing of cheese. Baxter ate a whole wheel of cheese. Wasn't even mad. I was impressed. Anyways, the world is full of stories. Some stories are good, some stories are bad. I'm a story. Some good, some bad. And within that story, I've tried to create my own stories. I think this mukbang journey has been one of those stories. Was it meant for me? I don't know. Does it compliment who I am? Probably. Is it fun? Tell me. You having fun? The remaining chips. Well, whatever it is, I like this. I like this type of art. Whether or not I do it for mass production, mass art production, digital production, I like food. I'm always going to be eating. But, you know, until the day comes where I don't do this kind of stuff for content, you know, we can talk about it then. As long as I'm here, I guess I plan on making this fun and enjoyable the best I can. There's not a lot I can do about the multiplayer gaming experience. There's not a lot I can do about the crazy, technological filled parts of life sometimes. But what I can do is I can sit here or somewhere else, you know, different environments, and enjoy the best I can the wonderful aspects of life called food and drink. That we all enjoy in some way, shape, or form. So thanks so much for stopping by today for Mukbang Bang Bang. I didn't write it on the whiteboard today, but that's okay. I think you all know where we're at. I think you all know what's up. And this has been Side A. Thanks so much for enjoying. Have a good one. You may now turn over to Side B for the wonderful Assassin's Creed Rebellion portion of today's part 19 of the Animus. See you next time. And I don't know. It's just fun. Bye.